Women today are less happier than they were 40 years ago. This was concluded in a research by Wolfers and Stevenson in 2008. While there might be a number of reasons why this is so, I think the lack of free time is the major reason why women are less happier now. We've been told that we can have it all. We can have a good family, we can have a great career, we can have beautiful children, good children, have a wonderful husband, be a good child, volunteer in the community, be a responsible adult. But nobody tells us the impact this is going to have on our health. Nobody tells us the impact this is going to have on our mental health, on our happiness. Nobody tells us to prioritize ourselves. We've been told that we can be superheroes, we can be this, we can be that. Nobody's telling us that we can actually sit and be ourselves too. In this video, I'll be talking about me time, what it is, why you should have me time as often as possible, and how you can have it. If this kind of thing you're interested in, then please keep watching the video. What is me time? For me, me time is a time where I take out of my busy schedule to focus on myself. Every woman deserves a break for sanity's sake. There are a lot of responsibilities, a lot on women, on anybody, right? But on women, because this is our health hub. And if we don't take out break for ourselves, if we don't take out times for ourselves, we'll burn out and will not be able to present our best self. So me time is time for yourself. It is taking out that 10 minutes, that 20 minutes out of your day to focus on yourself, to refresh yourself, to restore yourself so that you can better respond to life circumstances, to your responsibilities. Taking care of yourself is what gives you the energy to take care of others. So why should you have a me time? The first reason is you have to prioritize yourself. Nobody is going to do that for you. An average person prioritizes himself. An average person thinks about himself or herself. So you don't expect other people to think about you. You don't expect other people to prioritize your well-being. You have to do it yourself. Make yourself the main character in your own story. Rather than trying to be the main character in other people's story. It's fine, it's good. But ensure that you are the main character in your own story. You are the lead role, you are it, right? And then you deserve to take care of yourself. And then if you're not selfish and you're selfless and be like, oh no, this life I'm living it for other people, and it's fine. It's good to be selfless. But then, in your quest to be selfless, you still need your me time. It is the me time that helps you to be more selfless. Now, let me explain. In healthcare, there's something we call compassion fatigue. That is when healthcare providers just get burned out. I don't want to give this example so that nurses don't come for me. You know, a lot of times, people see nurses and they be like, oh, they are very harsh. Or then when you see a doctor and be like, oh, this doctor is not even empathic or doesn't really care. That's because they've been around heal people, traumatize people for too long. And then taking care of these people just makes them shut down. Like they don't have the capacity to feel. And they just do routine things and they're not happy about it. They don't care. Some don't care. That's because of compassion fatigue. They felt compassion for so long, then they get burned out and then they are unable to express it anymore. So that's what can happen to someone that doesn't take me time, that doesn't take free time. You know, you're so concerned about what your husband is going to eat. You're so concerned about what your child is going to wear to school. You're so concerned about your mother's needs. You're so concerned about your dad's eyes. You're concerned about your friends' housewarming. You're concerned about meeting the deadline at work. All these responsibilities can just make you dead to life. Like you don't even care. You might even be doing it, but you're not enjoying it. You're giving your child food, but then you're looking at your child and be like, so being a nuisance. That's what not having a me time can do for you. So if you're selfless, you still need to schedule the me time so that you can be a better parent, so that you can be a better child, so you can be a better worker. You know, having me time helps you to be more productive, helps you to be more fun to be around, and even helps you to respond more to the needs of people around you. So at the end of the day, whether you're selfish, whether you're selfless, you still need a me time. Everybody needs it. But because this is a women's health channel, every woman needs it. You need it, right? I hope I've been able to convince you to take out that time of the day, to take out that time from your week, from the month, to have a me time. It doesn't necessarily have to be a vacation. It doesn't necessarily have to be, shutting things down. Everybody go home. I want to be alone. No, you can just take out 10 minutes. You can take out 20 minutes. So in this video, I'll be sharing guide on how to go about it. So if it's 10 minutes you can afford to spare, you can have something to do, and that will make you feel more relaxed, more restored, more refreshed, and help you to be more of what you are. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you're convinced. So the next is, how do I have a me time? Now, there is never going to be any free time. You will never just find a free 30 minutes. You have something you have to do. So for you to have a me time, you have to schedule it, right? The same way you're scheduling your mom's orthopedic visit, your dad's eye clinic visit, your child's pediatrician visit, you have to schedule your me time. So 8:00 to 4:00, I have to be at work. 4:00 to 5:00, I have to pick my kids from school. 5:00 to 6:00, it's mommy's free time. It's me time. It's my time. So you have to schedule it. It's not going to just land on you. You're just not going to have an extra 30 minutes you're not using, right? So for you to have a me time, you have to schedule it. You have to prioritize yourself. And another thing is, we women, we pride ourselves to be the multitasking queens. I can do this, I can do that at the same time. No. If you want to have me time, it has to be me time. That's not the time for you to now think about what your child needs at school. That's not to think about, what your husband is going to eat. That's not the time to think about, what Ashwebi am I sewing next? Who do I need to call? No. This time is for you. Another thing is, you have to be present. You have to be present. You can be so carried away with the activities that you do that you don't even find joy in them anymore. For some of that, your family is your happy space. That can be a form of a me time, but ensure that you're not doing it as a chore. Ensure you're not doing it as a responsibility. Ensure that you are enjoying it. Ensure that you are in the present. You're not thinking about what is going to happen next week. You're not thinking about the next big thing. You are immersed in the present. The only time we have is now. So ensure you use it to the maximum. So the next thing is the guide. What can you do during your me time? And I'll be guiding you through this. So if all you have is 5 minutes, if all you have is 10 minutes, you can just sit on your veranda, sit on your corridor, have a glass of tea or glass of juice. I said glass, like I said, it's about making yourself the main character. If all you have is tea, you can still put it in a glass cup. Just ensure that you're like the main character. That's the goal of having a me time. So just have your glass of tea, have your glass of juice, just sit and just stare into the skies. Just stare, not thinking about what you have to do, not thinking about anybody, not thinking about anything. Just immerse yourself into the present. Just stare into the atmosphere, stare into the skies. Maybe you're done, you can go back to your grandchildren, you can go back to your assignments, you can go back to your husband, you can go back to your deadlines at work. Just having that 10 minutes where you're doing nothing, and it's deliberate, like deliberately doing nothing. It's a form of self-care. It's a form of me time. Another thing you can do if all you have is just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, is picking your phone and calling your friend. So you're not planning anything, you're just calling to have a good laugh, to just talk with your friend. Shout out to Omotola Bakari for being that friend and not a blessing, where I can just call and just talk. And then after, when you're so busy, everything is happening, and then you just need an escape, have that friend that you can call and just talk, and you can just laugh, and that's self-care. So that's me time. So it's not just about having vacations, it's just doing something deliberately for yourself. Another thing you can do is breathe. Let the women breathe. So just sit still and just take in breath. Just breathe in, breathe out. Everybody needs a me time playlist. Everybody needs a me time playlist. I'm going to upload my playlist and then you can create yours. You need a me time playlist, songs that you can listen to that makes you feel like the it girl, songs that makes you feel happy, songs that make you feel worthy, make you feel valued. So everybody needs that me time playlist, and then you can just sit down, plug your earphones, and just shuffle your playlist and feel good about yourself. So if all you have is 10 minutes, you can incorporate this. Now, if you can afford 15 minutes to 30 minutes, things you can do include arranging. Like I said in my previous videos, arranging for me is very therapeutic. Not arranging because I have to do it, but because it just makes me happy. So if you're someone like me, just arranging, decluttering, arranging stuff can make you feel happy, can make you feel like you're doing something for yourself. So decluttering, arranging things. Also learn to read. Reading a chapter in a book, a novel, magazine. So 30 minutes you can just sit down and take a novel, read a chapter or two, and you feel more restored, more relaxed. Another thing you can do is soak yourself in a bath. You can, it's not just in the movies that you can have a bath, like just sit in the bathtub. You can, like I said, it is about making ourselves the main character. The femme fatale. When you see in movies and then you see, oh, this girl is so put together. You're worth it too. You can incorporate that in your daily life. So just sit in the bathtub, have a bath, cold ones if that's your preference, hot one or warm one if that's your preference, and just sit, soak yourself, have that glass of tea or that glass of juice, and just be the main character. So just having a bath, soaking yourself in the bath. Also, another thing you can do is having a manicure or a pedicure, something for yourself. If you can afford 30 minutes to 1 hour as your free time, one thing you can do is sleep. Yes, sleep is self-care. Sleep is me time. Don't allow anybody make you feel bad for sleeping. You should sleep. Sleeping is good, is self-care. So if you can spare 1 hour, then just take a nap, sleep. You feel more relaxed, you feel more restored. Another thing you can do is get a massage. If your husband can give you one, if your husband cannot, then you can just walk up to. In Ibadan where I stay, there is spa on every street, right? So you can just walk into one and have a spa done, have a pedicure done, have a manicure done, to make you feel like you've done something for yourself. It helps you feel more relaxed. Take a class you've always wanted to take, online classes. You could also register for yoga. You can also register to a gym and work out when it is done for yourself, not for standards, not for you want to have this body so that this person can accept you. So if you're going to the gym, if you're enrolling in a yoga class for yourself, it helps you feel more calm, more restored. I'm just giving you practical tips on practical activities to do as a part of your free time. You can do anything that makes you feel happy, that's not harmful. Emphasis on not harmful. So you can do anything that makes you feel relaxed, anything that makes you feel restored, and for yourself. So the major reason for this video is so that you can learn to prioritize yourself, learn to give to yourself even as you give to others. So if all the things I've said here doesn't cut it for you, just ensure that you're doing something for yourself every day. So you're doing something for yourself every week. Ensure that you're doing something for yourself every month. Ensure that you're prioritizing yourself. Ensure that you're not giving so much and at the end of the day you hate yourself or you hate those that you're giving to. So how you can avoid that is scheduling sometimes for yourself. So in all you're doing, do things for yourself. Be happy, be more relaxed, and that way you be a better worker. That way you be a better family member, you be a better child, you be a better partner, you be a better mom, and you'd be a better you. So next week I'll see you. Keep living your best life. Have a wonderful day. Bye.